The human body is extremely wise, and it has this capacity to know when it feels safe and when it feels unsafe, right? So called neuroception. When the body feels safe, right? And even if there's just only a glimmer of this that you can really feel, when the body feels safe, we're in a place of relaxation, right? We can connect to ourselves, to our felt sense, right? We can connect to others, right? Not from a place of hypervigilance, but from a place of, oh, you're here and I'm here, right? So I can feel me and I can sense the other at the same time, right? So there's this felt sense of connection, a felt sense of trust, right? There's this felt sense of relaxation, maybe there's play, right? So this is when the body naturally feels safe, right? When our bodies feel unsafe, there are different survival strategies, and these survival strategies are really important. They protect us, right? They protect our felt sense of safety and survival, right? So they're an attempt to try to bring us back into safety, right? But sometimes safety isn't accessible for us. So then the survival strategy continues over and over and over. So we live in this place of fear and defense, right? Where our survival strategy is activated. So today in this video, I'm going to focus mainly on the fawn response and get a sense of what's happening in the survival strategy of the fawn response. So the fawn response is really a felt sense of kind of orienting towards others' feelings, sensations, emotions in order to ensure our survival, right? So we become very hyper vigilant and attuned to others. So from a polyvagal perspective, let's just break this down a little bit. Basically, what's happening is that there's an over-reliance of the ventral vagal social engagement system. So this over-reliance here of our social engagement system tied with the dorsal vagus nerve being activated, with basically our immobilization system being activated simultaneously, right? So there's a freeze response with an over-reliance of our social engagement system simultaneously happening, right? So what this looks like and can feel like, right, is there's this disconnection from our own felt sense, right? A felt sense of numbness, right? Dissociation, disconnection from ourselves, right? We don't know where we are, right? So there's this kind of felt sense of frozenness, disconnection from our bodies, right? Tied with then a very oriented towards others, right? Hyper-tuned, hyper-vigilant towards others, emotions, behaviors, state of being, in order to ensure our survival. So oftentimes this fawn response really comes online when, especially as children, for instance, or we're in situations in which leaving, escaping, activating our sympathetic survival strategies of fight and flee are not able to be online, right? There's the system's senses say, no, I can't leave, right? I can't fight, right? So what happens is, okay, fawn, right? I can orient to them, right? I can be here, frozen, I'm disconnected from myself, and I'm oriented to them in order to ensure that I'm going to survive. Right, so essentially what this felt sense, is that we can't escape, right? So we often feel trapped, right? So there's this felt sense of trapped feeling tied with dissociation, can't feel ourselves, and then oriented to others, right? So all of our attention and gaze is going towards watching them, right? And so this is kind of a really important survival strategy. And so today, I'm not going to go all into it, but I do want to do one practice that can really start to support folks from, just getting to know. There's different strategies. One is really to kind of come back into the felt sense, right? The interoceptive awareness, building that interoceptive awareness, right? Second is to begin to orient towards self, right? Notice my hands. Let's create a boundary from me to other. Right, starting to separate this and start to get to know our felt sense, drawing our energy back towards ourselves and orienting our awareness, turning our gaze back to you, right? So this is boundary work, really working with some boundary work. Right? So today's practice, we're going to kind of draw and orient to you, right? Sensing some form of boundary around you to draw the attention back towards you. So I'm Michelle Rozek, and I'm your Eco-Somatic guide, and I'm here to guide you to healing trauma by reconnecting with your bodies and with the earth. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go ahead and begin the practice. So find yourself in a comfortable kind of sitting posture. You can be outside, right? Or you can do this inside. You want to really make sure that you're in a place where you feel comfortable, right? That you can drop into a felt sense of knowing that there's some safety. There's some safety, right? So whether this be outside in the woods, right? Or in a room where you're not going to be disturbed, right? So really find a place, right, that's going to allow you to draw in towards you, right? Separate from everything else, right? So this is really important. So you want to find yourself in a place where you can really draw into yourself and kind of go into this place without any interruption, without orienting to any people, right? So go ahead and find yourself in that place, and consider, you might light a candle if you're inside, or, make sure that the door is separate, right? And if it feels comfortable for you, you might even grab kind of a blanket to be with, right? Or something that can, you can kind of get a felt sense of a boundary, right? So in this practice, I'm going to focus mainly on imagination, but in another video, I might show how people can physically do this as well with a felt sense of a boundary. So once you're in your comfortable sitting posture, inside or outside, go ahead and begin to just kind of find yourself, right, in this place, and just start with your arms kind of around yourself like this. I just want you to feel your space. Feel your space. So take a few breaths here, feeling your own space. All right, hold your arms out, just like this. And just take a few deep breaths. Take a few deep breaths, breathing in. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And one more. Exhaling. And you can begin to draw your gaze in. So now we're drawing the attention in. Go ahead and place your hands into your lap. And begin to draw towards a felt sense, or even imagine a felt sense of the center line from the top of your head, a center line that comes down through the brow area, down through the throat, into the heart, down the spine, all the way down into the stomach, through the tailbone, all the way down to the feet. Sense into the center line. Draw the energy in towards your center line. And so just notice that. Allow yourself to feel your center line. Imagine a center line. Breathe into your center line. And then you're drawing your energy in towards you. Towards you. All right, so almost like a magnet, right? Drawing the energy towards the center line. Imagine the center line is a magnetic pole that draws your energy back towards you. All right, so draw the energy towards yourself. Breathe. Notice your breath. Notice your sit bones. Feel the felt sense of your sit bones in your legs. And then I want you to begin to get a felt sense, and imagine a circle all around you. Draw a circle with your mind's eye all around you. And you can draw a big circle, right? You can draw an oval-shaped circle, right? Just draw a circle all around you. Close the loop. Feel the circle. And you're at the center. You're at the center of your circle. This is your circle. Feel the space between you and the edge of your circle. Right? So notice the edge of your circle. You're in the center, and then there's space all around you. Feel the space. Notice the space. And let your system feel the circle. You're tucked inside of your own circle. So invite yourself to notice and say to yourself, I'm in my space, my circle. And from your place of circle, begin to draw upon a memory or a felt sense of feeling safe, feeling safe. Invite yourself into a place where you feel like you can relax, you can let go. So just notice where you go. You might go to a forest, or you might go to a beach, or you might go to a favorite tree, or you might go to a friend's. Or you might have animals in your space. Just notice what feels like you can fully let go and be in you. Draw upon this space in your circle right now. And just notice what happens. Get a felt sense of your breath. Soften your muscles, relax. Drawing your energy in towards your center pole with your circle, with a felt sense of a place that brings you safety. And then begin to just let yourself feel yourself kind of tucked in this place, and no one can enter your circle. Right? So let yourself know no one can enter my circle right now. And notice the texture. Maybe you want to kind of create a felt sense of texture or material of your circle so that it encloses you. So draw the circle to ensure that it's a sphere-like circle all around you. Sense the material so that you feel undisturbed, so you know that this is your space. And then just let go. Breathe into it. You're orienting towards you. Let your system know nobody to orient to right now. Nobody to tend to except you right now. We're drawing the gaze towards you. Sensing your space, your circle. Drawing towards your center line. Noticing your breathing. Noticing your lower body. Draw towards your spine. Feel the back body and the spine. Feel the space inside. Breathe the space inside. Welcome you. Say to yourself, I welcome you into you. Drawing your energy towards you. Noticing your felt sense of safety. And sense your circle as your boundary. This is your boundary. Right, so you're saying no along the boundary. No. There's a felt sense of no as you draw in towards you. Letting go of orienting to other. Notice your hands. Feel your hands in your lap, your feet, your shoulders, the width of your shoulders, the length of your neck. Feel yourself centered into your circle, surrounded by something that allows you to feel safe. And just breathe here for a little moment longer, staying in this space. Connecting to you. Inviting yourself to connect to you right now. Nobody else, just you. Feel the expansiveness of your space, held in your container as you breathe in and out. Just resting. Notice the textures and the sounds and the aroma in your safe space. Sense the beings that are around you. Listen. And take a moment to imagine that circle, that sphere, even more. And just sense to see how you want to be, how you want to express you right now in your circle of safety. Take a few more deep breaths here. And then staying with it, stay with your felt sense of your center line, your breath in your circle. Right? And just begin to get a felt sense of your skin, the boundary of your skin against your cheeks, against your arms, tracing the edge of your skin down your hands, to the front body, into the back body. Feel the felt sense of your skin holding you, separate from others. It's your skin. Start to notice the space around you. Feel the space around you, the air. And maintaining your felt sense of your center line with your imaginary circle. Begin to slowly invite your eyes to open, drawing your energy in. Keep your energy in towards yourself. And then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Looking around. Look at your circle. Trace your circle with your eyes now. Staying in the center. Go ahead and lift your arms up once again. We'll end just as we started. Feel your circle. You might want to allow your arms to come a little wider, a little bigger. Right. Tuck it in. Feel your center line, that spine. Take a few deep breaths. Feel the space. Breathe in. one more. Good. Notice your circle. Trace your circle. And go ahead and stretch. Okay, so there's lots of different variations of this practice that I'll offer in future videos. But really get a felt sense of that circle, that place of safety. Draw the energy towards you. Find your center line. Right, so beginning the practice with the Fawn response, we want to begin the practice of getting a felt sense of our bodies, right? Building that interoceptive awareness slowly, little by little, taking our time. Don't want to move too fast, right? And then getting a felt sense of our boundary, our space, separate from others. Thank you for joining me today, and I may see you on another video. Okay. Bye.